Once again, left side of the brain, the organic portal destroyer, coming back at you once again. Without any further ado, let me jump right into today's lesson. All right, I was out today embracing my loneliness. I was by myself because right now we're on this loneliness path. That's what we're on right now. And I was out by myself being very vigilant, like always. I was walking around and I happened to go into the shopping center. Not the same one, but it was another one. I was headed somewhere and, I was like, I like to sightsee because, the more you sightsee, the more information you get. So I go into this food court area and I'm looking at the different restaurants in the food court. So I'm walking around and I'm looking at the people. So I'm getting a reading of the people at every venue that I went to. So I finally chose to eat at Chipotle. It's a Mexican restaurant. If you don't know Chipotle, it's like Mexican fast food, but they have like very good food. So I go into Chipotle, and the reason why I ate there because that's the restaurant where the people had the best reading that I got. I got the best reading from the people in Chipotle. So it dawned upon me, let me adjust my camera. It dawned upon me that people, when you look into the eyes of a person, they are getting a reading on you. As a matter of fact, last night video that I did, I was ordering food and it was a bartender at the cash register and he took my order, and it seemed like we was cool at first, but the more we interacted with each other, the more interpersonal it became. And when I say interpersonal, I don't mean like we was telling personal information about each other, but spiritually, we were exchanging information about each other. Remember when I told y'all that these spirits are ancient and I used the word eons, and I said that they've been around for eons and they just change bodies? This is what I interfaced. When I was looking at this bartender, he started registering information about me. 1 second. When I say 1 second, y'all know like this all new joke on these videos. 1 second means a organic portal commercial break because they walking past. So I'm saying 1 second. This has been another organic portal sponsored commercial. Okay, organic portals have passed. Now, this bartender, he was getting information from me and I was getting information from him. And the best way I can describe it is, it's kind of like, you know how they have the retina scans where they can like scan your retina, because a person can get face surgery and they can get like plastic surgery. Say if you're a fugitive, you can go get facial surgery to change the dimensions of your face, but it's something you can't change the eyes. You can't change the width of the eyes, and you can't change, the whole eye pattern region of the face. So it dawned upon me that the same rings true for these organic portals. When they are interfacing a spiritual person, they looking you into your eyes. They doing a retina scan because the eyes is a portal to the soul. This is the message I got from it. So he's looking at me in my eyes. I'm looking at him in his eyes, and we both getting a reading on each other. Now, mind you, it's just like when boxers face off and they looking at each other in the eyes. They're trying to find a crack in the armor or a chink in the armor. In the same sense, this is what this organic portal was doing. Looking me in my eyes and trying to determine whether or not I have access into the organic portal realm or not. Remember, I was talking about the mark of the beast? So basically, he was looking into my eyes to see if I had the mark of the beast upon my consciousness. Trying to look into my soul to determine whether or not this individual has the mark of the beast in his consciousness. And once he got the reading that I was not a sellout, that I didn't sell my soul, and that I was not one of them, I noticed that the temperature changed between me and him. For you all to understand what I'm saying, it's like everything was cool until he realized that I was not the type of person that would be down with what he's down with. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to describe if you're not me. But he recognized that inside of himself. And I'm just doing this video again to give you all another reason as to why you feel these funny things coming from people. I'm going to just give a vague example now. You might be out in public and you might cross paths with somebody. Now again, these spirits are ancient. So, commercial break. Look at this organic portal. She got to go. She's foreign too. She got to go. Y'all say, why stop? Why stop for her? Because when these organic portals come around, they energy drainers. So when they come around, I have to put my shields up. Because you don't know what these people are up to, man. As how we have our antennas up around them, they be looking at us like the enemy. Remember, human prison bars. Like everything I'm going through on this channel, all these concepts and stuff. If you notice my videos, if you was taking notes, you would see the timeline of everything I've been speaking about and how it's all connecting. I'm just connecting the dots from video to video. Now, back to what I was saying. These people, like you might pass people in public and you might say, why did I feel funny around this person? Why, when this individual walked past me, I waved? And it was like a mutual agreement. Like I felt something positive from this person and this person felt positive energy from me. So we both waved and it didn't feel like a formality wave. You know, like sometimes you might just go through the formalities when you're doing stuff with people. Well, that's what I was saying about this bartender. When we first started out, it felt genuine. But it's like when he made eye contact with me, that's when everything started to change. And it's like it went from hot and warm to cold. It was like a cold feeling at that moment. And I realized, I said to myself, this man was like the manager. I said to myself, if I worked at this place, he would look at me the same way and he would get a reading. And once he realized that I haven't sold my soul and that I don't have the mark of the beast in my consciousness, he will then, from that point, make it his thing to get me fired from that job. Something would happen, man. I'm telling y'all. And I've been on jobs where it has occurred like that. Like you might come into the room and then you'll be beefing with somebody spiritually. And you'll be saying to yourself, what did I do to this person? I don't even know this person. You'll be saying like, how did this come about? I've questioned myself about that a lot of times, but my spirit always had to remind me that you haven't did anything. The spirit that's behind that person, it knows who you are. And it's like this, man. If you ever start being accepted by these people, that's when you got to start checking yourself. If you are having a hard time wherever you go and you always feel unwanted and unaccepted and like nothing that you do is good enough for these people, that's because you are chosen. And again, you got to understand that these are human prison bars. This is the Matrix. The Matrix is spelled Matrix. The first three letters is MAT, M-A-T. Because this is the place where everybody is sleeping. They're sleeping upon the mat, the grid of the Matrix. And when you are up, walking around, it's like, I'm going to give you a metaphor. Everybody in the house sleep. You up, walking around. You're not asleep. So the babysitter in the house is telling you to keep quiet because you're walking around may wake up the other sleeping people in the house because it's a mat, the Matrix. Everybody is asleep on the mat, held down by gravity. The root word for gravity is grave. This is the grave. And because you are up, the nanny, or in the case of what we're speaking about, the gatekeeper, is going to make it their thing to alert everybody about you. And when they alert everybody about you, inside of their consciousness, you know what it's saying? It's saying intruder, red alert, intruder, intruder, red alert, red alert. That's exactly what's taking place. Man, I'm telling y'all, the stuff that you're hearing on this channel, man, this is what it is 110%. So help me God, this is what it is. This is what's taking place throughout this whole entire world, because we are living in a prison. We are living in a prison. And like I said, the last video, this type of information is in the infancy stages. It's so much to be said about this subject matter. I haven't even exposed, we just seeing the tip of the iceberg, man. It's so much else that's under the water, man. And I'm just here to let y'all know, man, like, I'm gonna tell y'all something else. And I might get chastised for this. Somebody might say, how can you say this? I can even look at certain babies. That's right. I can even look at certain babies and tell if they are organic portals or not. Now, that type of information, everybody don't got that kind of gift. You might not understand it. You might not be on that level yet. So I'm not going to even do a video on that. I'm going to just leave it like that. I can look at a baby and tell whether or not, if that's a baby with the seal, or if it's a baby that already has the mark of the beast. I know some of y'all are not going to believe that. I know that sounds far out to a lot of y'all. Y'all probably saying, how can you say that about an innocent child? If you saying that, that's because you ain't on this level yet. Yes, there's a such thing as devil babies that are born. But like I said, I'm going to save some of this information for my blog talk radio, some of this information for my book. I can't put out everything on this channel because I will spoil everything. So I'm just letting y'all know the information that I am exposing is just a little bit right now. And I don't have all the information on this subject matter. It's like I said, it's in the infant stages right now. But I wanted to do this video just to let you all know that the stuff that you are feeling, like with these people, It's not just your mind playing tricks on you. Don't second guess it. Hey, it's like this. I'm past that stage of second guessing myself. Been past that stage. I know for a fact that organic portals are real. It's not a theory to me. It's not a theory to me that organic portals don't exist. It's not a theory. This is real. And the thing about this organic portal information and these human prison bars, they're not going to ever say whether or not it's validated or not. They never going to get that information. It's something that's written upon the insides of people like myself and yourself. It's something that's written in your divine DNA structure. And if you have it, you will understand internally what I'm saying. How you can tell if information is true, it'll ring a bell inside of you. And to put it in biblical terms, that bell sound is the trumpet that's spoken about in the book of Revelation. The trumpet that sounds, and it says the saints of God will be caught up in the air. That trumpet sound is what I'm saying. It's that ringing of truth that you hear inside of you. It's like an internal music that goes off on the inside of you. Because you're going to get ridiculed if you try to say this stuff to those people. When I say those, we're talking about the organic portals. That's a new terminology we're going to use. Those other people. Those artificial people. You know what I'm saying? What else I want to talk about? Yeah, I enjoyed this, man. I was riding today. I was like, what message am I going to deliver today? Because these messages, man, they come to me all of a sudden. Like I might just be riding down the street and boom, a message might hit me. You know, and the Father would tell me, he'll be like, deliver this message today. And that's what I have to do. I gotta say what he says, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this video right here, 17 minutes. And think I'm gonna do another video after this one. I'm just gonna be dropping videos today, man. I'm in a good mood. Ain't nothing else to do, man. We're gonna just get it in. This is Left Side of the Brain signing out.